as we are off and running on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lindsay. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
On the carry.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw it is Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Brady now on first down. He completes it to Evans. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Bucs.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Second and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Brady to Gronk, a familiar ring to that one, and it's a Buccaneers first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A first down carry here for Johnson. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Buccaneers nothing.
This is Logan. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. This is out quickly to the right, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac. Did you trade 6s for 3s? Things are going to work out in your favor.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Watch the shit. Hey, check it.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Locke working out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield. I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Room here to run. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He was tackled.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Third down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. The defense was ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on first down is Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. In his end zone, here's Locke. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him back to...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Broncos 17. Buccaneers 10.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Locke to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Vita Vea, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Locke. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
First and 10.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Play 10, play 20. Hey, go 66. So left from the run, left from the run. Drop the pass, here we go.
Brady now on 1st down. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Spot.
Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Down and 2.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Good for a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, check, 47. It's outfield.
Now Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Noah Fant.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here comes Lindsey, toss right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And McManus able to put it through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now
so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
Brady's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Broncos take
so many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 7. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his third season now out of the University of Washington.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Another run by Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.